Oh, hello. I'm looking for a story. I've heard there's a storyteller around here called Janina Vigurs. Have you seen her anywhere? No? Is that her over there?
So, please get yourselves wiggly and jiggly and comfortable. And switch your ears on. Get your smiles ready. Open your hearts. And be ready for story. And this story happened way, way, way back. Right at the beginning of everything, there lived a man who sold hats. There lived a man who sold hats. And this particular day, just like that hat, and just like that hat, and that hat, and that hat, and that hat, and that hat too, and those hats also. This particular day, the man who sold hats placed all the hats that he needed to sell into his cart. There were top hats, floppy hats, bobble hats, bowler hats, boaters, stripy hats, baseball caps and balaclavas too. All in the cart. He picked up his hat, put his hat on, grabbed hold of his cart and set off down the road to market. Now, he walked down this road every single day. Day in, day out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When I do something every single day, sometimes I begin to daydream, and I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing. Does anyone here daydream?
Yeah.
Daydream? Yes. No. Well, the man who sold hats was daydreaming. He was thinking about all sorts of things as he was walking along the road to market with his cart full of hats, and he was thinking about all sorts of wonderful things, and then he didn't see big hole in the road. He didn't see the big hole in the road, and he certainly did not see the wheel of his cart tumble towards it. It got closer and closer and closer until bang! The cart hit the hole, and the cart wobbled, and it toppled, and it fell over. Oh my goodness. There were hats everywhere. Every single hat fell out. There were top hats over there, bobble hats over there, bowler hats and boaters. Even the hat from the man's own head fell off. Well, there was a prince, but he was in the castle with the princess and the king, far, far away at the end of the road. Every single hat was everywhere. Oh, thought the man, I'm just going to have to carry them, pick them up. Oh, so he looked around. He looked around him and he saw his own hat, and he thought, I'll start with that. And he picked up his own hat and he put it back on his head. What he didn't realise, though, was that he was being watched. He was being watched from the tops of the trees by hundreds of monkeys. Monkeys. And you know, and I know, that what a monkey sees, a monkey does. And the monkeys saw the man pick up the hat and put it on his head. And they came laughing and chattering down from the trees. They looked around. They each picked up a hat. And they put those hats on their heads. Monkeys with top hats. Monkeys with Mickey hats. Monkeys with flowery sun hats. Bobble hats and boaters. Balaclavas and baseball caps. All on monkey heads. The monkeys then scattered and chattered and clambered right back up to the tops of the trees again. Well, do you think the man was happy? No, he was not. He was not happy. He was grumpy. Very, very grumpy. What do you look like when you're very, very grumpy? Oh, that's a good grumpy face. Oh, that's very good. Oh, grumpier still. Oh, really grumpy. Really grumpy. I can see a smile. Grumpy face. Oh, lovely grumpy face. Wow. The man was so grumpy, he looked up at the trees and he took his hand and put it round his mouth and he said, "Hey, monkeys, give me back my hats." But you know and I know what a monkey does. And the monkeys saw the man getting cross and shouting at them. They looked down at him, and they took their little monkey paws, and they put them around the little monkey mouths, and they shouted back down at the man. They did not give the man back his hats. Do you think the man was happy?
No, I was really angry.
No, he wasn't happy. He wasn't grumpy. He was angry. So he took his hand. He made it into a fist. Yeah, and he shook his fist up at those monkeys, and they said, "Hey, monkeys, give me back my hats or there'll be trouble." What a monkey sees, a monkey
Does.
And all the monkeys looked down at the man. They took their little monkey hands, they made them into monkey fists, and they shook them back down at the man, and they all said, they did not give the man back his hats. Do you think the man was happy at this point?
I bet it was furious.
No, he was not happy. He was not grumpy. He was not cross. He was angry. Ooh, that's right, he was angry. He had a really angry, he had an angry face. Oh yeah, angry. So he looked around him with his angry face, and he saw on the ground a large, long, lumpy stick. And he picked the stick up, and he shook the stick at the monkeys and said, "Hey, monkeys, give me back my hats or there'll be double trouble." You know and I know that what a monkey sees, a monkey
Does.
And the monkeys looked around them, saw some branches, and ripped the branches from the trees and shook the branches back down to the man, and the monkeys all shouted, Did the monkeys give the man back his hats? No, they did not. Was the man happy about this? No, he was not. He was not happy. He was not grumpy. He was not cross. He was not angry. He was raging. He was so raging cross that he began to shake, and his blood began to boil. Has anybody over here ever felt like that before? Yeah, somebody got it. Yes. Has anyone got a raging face that they use when they're He was so cross that the only thing he could possibly do was to take his hat off his own head and throw it on the floor. Oh, my hats, he said. My precious hats. Now I'll never get them back. What's the point anymore? You know, and I know, that what a monkey
Sees.
a monkey
Does.
The monkeys looked down at the man, and they took the hats off their own heads, and they threw them down at the man, and as fast as the man's tears were falling from his face and hitting the floor, so were the hats falling all around him. Top hats and bobble hats, bowler hats and boaters, floppy hats, baseball caps, stripy hats, every sort of hat you can imagine falling down. Wow. The man wasted no time at all. He wiped his eyes, he wiped his nose, and he started picking up the hats. Oh, putting them back in the cart. There's a floppy hat over there. Can you pass it over, Joe? Thank you very much. Oh, there's a top hat just behind you there. Can you pick one over there? Thank you very much.
Me.
Oh, there's one behind you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And there's one over there. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Oh, there's so many hats. Can you imagine that? You can keep that on yourself.
It's a baseball hat.
All in the cart.
It's a baseball hat. In the cart. It's a baseball cap.
Thank you.
Baseball cap.
The last hat that he picked up was his own hat. And he put that on his own head. And you know what? He wasted absolutely no time at all in picking up the carts and making straight for the market. And he got there. And if you go there on Saturday to the market in Bishop Stortford, you'll see the man that sells hats, top hats, bobble hats, bowler hats and boaters, floppy hats, stripy hats, baseball caps and balaclavas. You'll see him, but don't mention the monkeys to him. He gets very, very, very upset. And that is the end of that story.
Oh, well, that was exactly what I needed. Well, I must bid you all farewell now because, well, I really must dash.